Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to Chaotic Commentary. I'm Danny, and today we ask ourselves the age old question: am I the asshole? Let's get into it. So, this first post actually has already been dubbed asshole, but I still want to read it and give my unsolicited opinion, I guess you could say. Okay, so am I the asshole for screaming at a family in the mall? I'm 35, female, and legally blind and walk with a white cane. I was walking by myself in the mall with my headphones on, just loud enough to enjoy my music, but not enough to not hear my surroundings when someone grabs my arm. Sadly, this is normal for me. I get a lot of people who think they're being nice or steering me. It's not nice, it's not kind. I have a cane for a reason. I usually politely but firmly say I don't need help and keep walking. However, this person grabbed me a lot more forcefully than normal, and I panicked, so I screamed at the absolute top of my lungs, "Don't bleeping touch me." I really thought someone was trying to snatch my purse. I ripped my arm out of his grip, and while I didn't run, started to power walk away. This person, a man, gets furious at me and shouts back that he was only trying to teach his kid how to help a cripple, and how dare I curse. I fled into Hot Topic. The salespeople hid me for a few moments while I calmed down. I know I made a scene and probably got him in trouble, and days later I still feel like I went too far. Okay, so maybe I'm missing something, but why was this person dubbed the asshole? As far as what I see or what I've read so far, they're not the asshole. They didn't do anything wrong. And how you just calling people, I'm trying to teach my kid how to help a cripple? That is offensive. Very offensive. How dare I curse? This is my mouth. If they want to curse, it's going to curse. Okay, so let me read the comments and see why this person was deemed the asshole. So this is OP. First comment: thanks everyone. I've been grabbed, pushed, and even had my headphones yanked off my head and smashed on the pavement when walking in the street. I have audio directions telling me where to turn. They're not loud or distracting, but I do need to know when to make a left or right to walk where I need to go. I usually brush it off or am polite, and this is the first time I've screamed, like really screamed at someone. Maybe I should do it more often. Edit. It's been 8 hours, and the only "you're the assholes" I've gotten were 2 DMs telling me how horrible I was to call the scene, what I thought I did, and all of you reassuring me that I did the right thing. Okay, so I'm still not seeing why this is. It says, okay, let me continue. Okay, another edit. Oh no, let me finish. You know what? I bleeping caused the scene, and I'll bleeping do it again. It's my body, and the public doesn't own it over my own self just because I'm disabled. Okay. Second edit. Don't downvote people asking questions. Some people ask, well, how do I help them? The short answer is, if a disabled person is out alone, they don't need a caretaker. If I need help, I'll just ask loudly until someone responds. Downvoting just means more people will ask the same question because the original one is invisible. Edit number 3. Because so many people are asking how I type with boxing gloves on. Wait, what? Oh, I mean, while blind. Sorry, I had to stick on a strong bad reference to date myself further. Text-to-speech and other blind apps are baked into almost all modern computers, phones included. Who doesn't know that? What kind of question is that? I have a blind friend who she types perfectly fine. Do you not know that text-to-speech, or is it speech-to-text, exists? Like, it's on almost everything these days. Everything. But let me continue. In the olden days, only Macs and iPhones had this accessibility feature baked in. But nowadays, basically everything does except Linux, but you kind of need to do everything yourself there. If you want to hear me speak on gaming accessibility, I did a talk recently for LunarCon that's on YouTube on this link. I'm not going to click your link, but I'll continue. Edit number 4. Laughing at how the automatic system works. Y'all called me not the asshole. Let's see if this fixes that. If not, we can all giggle at how the system is ableist. Yay, disability microaggressions. Did the system dub this as asshole? Like, why did it do that? I thought someone had to, like, I'm fairly new to Reddit. Like, I watch other people read Reddit stories. But I thought that like the consensus had to be that the person was an asshole for the post to be dubbed asshole. But clearly this person was not the asshole. She did not do anything wrong. The crazy stranger who grabbed her and called her a cripple, he was the asshole. Someone says, please do it. Every single time someone puts their unwelcome hands on you, no one has the right to touch you, and you have every right to scream at anyone that does without you expressly inviting them to do so. Not the asshole at all. I agree with that. Don't put your dirty, filthy. I don't know where your hands have been. Why are you touching me? Why? With all this COVID, don't touch me. I don't want your monkeypox. Someone says, here I was thinking OP could have swung a little too, right? Swing. The very real risk of assault or harm means this to me rings of being able to defend yourself, but also teaching folks the kindergarten lesson they missed to keep their grubby paws to themselves. Exactly. Like, you don't know what people be doing with their hands these days. I don't know what you've been touching, what you've been digging. Don't touch me. I hate, loathe when strangers touch me. I rarely like when people I know touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me unless I give you permission to touch me. The consensus here is not the asshole. I don't know why it says that she was the asshole. Someone says might want to consider a self-defense or a martial arts class. That's true. Because why people out here, like you said, someone stomped on your headphones. Like, why are you stomping on people's headphones? Like, why are you abusing people? Like, for what reason are you just bothering people? Just on the street, minding their business. Someone says, absolutely agree. Not one single person has the right to put their hands on you or assume they're doing you a favor by helping you without asking you if you want assistance. I imagine feeling hands take your arm is quite startling when you're just going about your business. And that's true. Like, why are you helping a person who did not explicitly ask for your help? Like, apparently I was fine. What made you, because this person is disabled, you assume they need help? Like, no, if she did not expressly ask you, hello, sir, can you please help me? What are you doing? Don't put your hands on her. Like, what's wrong? I don't know what's wrong with people these days. I don't understand. Not even these days. It's nothing new. People are stupid. Humans are dumb. So, I'm going to call it for that post. This person was not the asshole. Let's move on to something maybe a little bit more juicy. Oh, if you're wondering what's in my hand, it is just my Raycon headphones. I don't know why I'm holding on to them, but not sponsored. Oh, and if I'm looking up because I have my computer cast to my TV, because as you can clearly see by the glasses on my face, I am blind and I can't see even with the glasses on. Honestly, I'm pretty sure my eye doctor gave me the wrong prescription, so I need to go get a second opinion, and I will probably likely never go to a Walmart doctor's office, I guess eye doctor's office again, because I don't think this is the right prescription for me. It makes my eyes feel weird. Okay, so this one sounds interesting. Am I the asshole for insisting I'm not pregnant and yelling at my mom? This is so ridiculous, and to be honest, I'm not even sure what's happening. I just wanted some insight from Am I the Asshole? 16 female recently got over a nasty cold which came with some intense nausea. Some of it's still lingering, and I don't eat as often as I used to. I've told my mom about my lingering nausea, and she now thinks I'm pregnant. Wow. Why do parents and grandparents in my case just be assuming nausea automatically means you're pregnant? And what's crazy is, like, I wasn't even like nauseous in the moment. I was about probably 16, maybe 17 at the time. More than likely 17, because this was after my mom had passed away. I remember I was in the kitchen and I mentioned to my grandmother that eggs make me nauseous, because they do. Like, I can only eat eggs a certain way, which is with cheese and like with something else. Like, I can't eat eggs by themselves, like plain. Then the smell of them sometimes make me nauseous. And she's just gonna assume, oh, you're nauseous, you must be pregnant. Eggs make you nauseous, pregnant. Like, no. There are things that make people nauseous. Like for her, she would tell me, like, which is weird, that butter and rice makes her nauseous. So, grandmother, my 65-year-old grandmother, are you pregnant? Because it makes you nauseous, so clearly you must be pregnant, right? Let's continue and see why this mother is assuming her child is pregnant. The problem is that, 1, I've never done anything before, and 2, I'm a lesbian, so that's not gonna happen naturally. That's so funny to me. Does your mother know that? Like, does she know you're a lesbian? Because if she knows you're a lesbian and is still assuming that you're pregnant, like, does she not know how the baby making works? Like, does she not understand? I'm pretty sure she does, but she has a child, so let's continue. But every day now, she's always saying things like, I'm so happy I'm going to be a grandma. Whoa. Pause. What do you mean you're so happy you're going to be a grandma? First and foremost, if my child is 16, is pregnant, my initial thoughts are not going to be, I'm so happy I'm going to be a grandma. No. Of course, I'm not going to like shame my child for getting pregnant at 16 because things happen. But I mean, you should be teaching your child to practice safe sex and all that. But like, why are you happy that you're going to be a grandmother because your 16-year-old child is pregnant? These your priorities, ma'am. I'm confused. But every day now, she always says things like, I'm so happy I'm going to be a grandma, even though my older sister has a kid. So you already have a grandchild? Why are you acting like you don't? And that I should watch what I eat now for the baby. Every time I tell her that I'm not, she gets upset and insists that I must be. Okay. So I just want to ask, like, nothing wrong if she does your mother has like a mental issue or something? Like, why is she assuming that you're pregnant when you're telling her that you're not pregnant? Why is she insistent that you are pregnant? Not only insistent that you're pregnant, but saying how she's so happy, and she gets upset when you insist that you're not. Like, why do you want your 16-year-old child to be pregnant? Why do you want your child to be a teen mom? There's nothing fun about being a teen mom. Why do you want this? Why are you? I'm so confused. I hope my child never has a child at 16. She's still a child. What is wrong with this lady? I'm confused. Let me continue because this lady got issues. The final straw was today, where we got into an argument over something she said, and she yelled at me, saying that I need to watch out for the baby, that I need to grow up. I finally had enough and yelled back, saying that she's delusional and must be out of her mind. I ran into my room and haven't come back out since. My mom's told my dad, and while he agrees with me that she's being weird, she's being really freaking weird. He says I shouldn't have raised my voice. My older sister agrees with me as well, but my older brother told me to just go with what she says for now. I'm so torn on what to do, and I'm wondering if I should have held my tongue. I'm just confused about all of this. Like, why is the brother telling you to just go with what she says for now? Why? Like, unless the mother has an established mental illness where she has delusions, I'm so confused about why she is insistent that you're pregnant and so upset with you for insisting that you're not. I am genuinely confused. I'm confusion. Like, seriously, like, let's see if we can read some comments or get some insight on like what's going on here. I need to know what's going on here. Okay, first comment, not the asshole. This is so weird. What mother wants her 16-year-old to be pregnant? Exactly. What mother is happy and excited that her 16-year-old is pregnant? What? Easy fix. Take a quick test and leave it out for her to see. Then maybe she will stop being irrational at the least. The fact that you even have to go that far. Like, I understand, like, say, like, there could be cases where, like, a mom believes their child is pregnant. And maybe you're hiding it from her. Like, but what makes her think that you're hiding it from her? Like, why would you go to these lengths to just keep denying a pregnancy? You might as well just fess up, because sooner or later you're gonna start showing. Like, why is she so insistent that you must be pregnant? Especially if you are a lesbian. I need to know, does she know that you're a lesbian? And does she know that a woman cannot get pregnant by a woman? Like, I'm very confused. So OP says, I think I'll try this. Maybe I can ask someone in the family to buy me one, since I don't have any money saved. Anytime I ask for my mom for one, she never gives me one. See, that's another thing. Okay, if she wants to take the pregnancy test to prove to you that she's not pregnant, and you're saying, no, you don't, I'm not going to get your pregnancy test. So, I need answers. Like, I really need to know. Like, I don't want to like call anybody unstable or say they have issues if they really do have a mental illness. Does she like, does your mom often have delusions? Because I don't understand. There is no other reason that she would be so insistent that you are pregnant. Like, did she maybe like lose a child recently, have a miscarriage or something, and that's why she is holding on to this fallacy so tightly? I'm so confused. So someone says, I'm guessing OP might not be out yet, or mom is having some intense delusions because she's not coping with OP's sexuality. I'm not sure about either, just a guess. Either way, mom is having some real mental problems. Yes. I wonder, is she out yet? Because I don't think she would have mentioned it, like her being a lesbian, if her mother didn't know. I don't think that would have even been a part of the post. Like, clearly her mother has to know she's a lesbian, or she wouldn't have made the point of saying, I am a lesbian, therefore I cannot be pregnant. Someone says, this sounds like the answer. Mom is already a grandma. She probably isn't coping with OP being a lesbian, and a pregnancy just means she's having sex with boys, which is more natural in her mind. Which is just, it's ridiculous. I don't get how in 2022 people still have a hard time with the concept of same-sex relationships. Like, I don't understand. Even if you were raised in a different time, it's 2022. Get over it. So someone says, yeah, it's a bit much. My 17-year-old makes jokes about being gay, yet she's only dated boys, and I just love her so much. I tell her that it's okay if she's really gay. I just want her to be happy and in my life. And that's very true. My daughter is only 9 years old. So who knows what her sexuality may be. She's 9. 9-year-olds, I guess they could start having crushes on people and stuff at 9 years old. I don't remember if I did. Maybe. I think my first real crush, I was in the 6th grade. And he was a jerk. And he said ill. Because boys suck. But anyway. Yeah, I don't, people need to just get with the times and stop. I don't, like, if that is her reason, like, that may not be her reason. Like, no, there are a few people who saying like, oh, she's having problems with coping that with the fact that her daughter is a lesbian, and that could be the issue, or she could just be someone who has mental delusions. I don't really know. But no, you are not the asshole at all whatsoever. You're not the asshole. If you have told her time and time and time again that you're not pregnant, and I'm not endorsing yelling at your parents, but at the same time, like, this is a serious matter. And if you told her again and again and again that you're not pregnant, I understand you getting frustrated and yelling, mother, I'm not pregnant, cut it out. I understand. I get it. So no, you are not the asshole. Let's move on to story number 3. Okay, so here's an interesting one. Am I the asshole for throwing my niece out of my house? And this one has been dubbed not the asshole. So let's see if it chose the right one this time, because I still don't understand why there was one chosen where they said the person was the asshole when they clearly were not the asshole. I, 48 female, have a beautiful daughter, Amelia, 17 female. I'm a single mother because Amelia's father left before she was born, and she is my whole entire world. Oh, so sweet. Amelia is also a teen mother to my beautiful grandson, Owen, 1 male. That's so weird how I pick a story where her mother's convinced that her daughter is pregnant, and the teen mom to one that where actually is a teen mom. Okay, so I'm obviously not proud of her for being a teen mother. Exactly. I don't understand why this other mom is. Let me leave that story behind. Move on to this story, because that lady, I still don't understand her. Okay, so I'm obviously not proud of her for being a teen mother, but I am extremely proud of her for how she is handling everything. She is an amazing mother, and she is still doing very well at school. She is dating Owen's father, Raymond, 17 male, who is a lovely kid too. That's great. They all live with me in my home, and I provide for them financially with some support from Raymond's family. I'm a lawyer, and I am lucky enough to be able to work from home most of the time, so I care for my grandson during the day while Raymond and Amelia are at school. When I have to go into work, Raymond's family looks after Owen. Recently, my sister called and asked me if I could allow her daughter, Stephanie, 19 female, to move in with me. It's difficult to find a place to live in our city, so I agreed to let her move in for free. I'm very big on family and taking care of each other, so I didn't want to charge my sister's daughter rent. It's great that you're family oriented and you want to help, take care of your family. That's great. So let's see why it is that she was kicked out. So, like, if you were deemed out the ass, well, clearly she did something to deserve it. So, I immediately noticed Stephanie was being weird about Amelia being a teen mother. Don't be judging people. Who are you? Who are you to judge me? Not me. I'm not a teen mom. I had my daughter when I was 23. But who are you to judge people in general? Like, mind your business. Mind your business. She'd make tasteless jokes, and I immediately took her aside and told her I wouldn't tolerate any sort of teasing. Exactly, like, don't be trying to bully my child. Excuse me? I've hired a tutor for both Amelia and Raymond just for extra support, and when Stephanie found out, she rolled her eyes and said they wouldn't need one if they'd just been responsible. Ma'am. Okay, so what's your situation? You're homeless, am I correct? You don't have a place to stay, therefore were you not responsible when it came to your finances? Why are you homeless? Mind your business. Go get a job and get your own place if you're going to be in here judging my child. Ma'am, get it together. Like, how dare you? You are under my roof, or whatever your reasons may be. Who are you to judge somebody? She also said that I was rewarding bad behavior. Okay, so I get teen pregnancy isn't ideal, but it's not, I wouldn't say she's rewarding bad behavior. Like, she's helping them out. That's not rewarding bad behavior, because the thing is that, yes, you were irresponsible. I won't say a mistake because I don't want to call your child a mistake, but clearly getting pregnant as a teenager, I hope, was not intentional. And I applaud this mother for not just kicking her child on the street and saying, figure it out yourself, because so many people, so many mothers do that. And I don't understand that. You had help. Even if you weren't a teen mom, for the most part, like the generation before us had help with their kids. I have zero help. I'm not even a teen mom. I wasn't a teen mom. My mom passed away when I was a teen. And I have had pretty much zero help with my child. I would love if somebody would help me out. It's not rewarding bad behavior. That does not make sense to me. That's not a good take on it. She's simply trying to make sure because your child made a mistake, the child isn't a mistake, the baby's not a mistake, but because she did something irresponsible, had a child, does not mean that she should be punished. She wants her child to have the best foot forward and to be able to take care of her grandson. Like, what kind of mother would she be to just say, well, get the hell out of my house, you had a kid, I'm not taking care of you or your kid? I applaud her for helping out her daughter as a teen mother, so she's not struggling trying to take care of her child and having to rely on only herself. More parents need to be like this and not just say F them kids because they make a mistake. I hate that mentality so freaking much. She also said that I was rewarding bad behavior, but I told her that I like to take care of my family, just as how I allowed her to move in for free. Exactly. Like, you judging her for I'm letting you live here for free, free 99. Like, you ain't paying nothing. Like, why are you sitting here judging me and my family for my decisions I'm making with my child? I'm gonna let you go live with your mama. Like, excuse me? People be having the audacity. Then I realized that Stephanie was taking some of Amelia's clothing without permission. Hold up. One, you judging and teasing this girl for being a teen mom. Now you stealing from her? Get out. I don't care if you are family. Like, this in this situation, like, I 100% am down for taking care of family, especially your kids, so they're not out here struggling from day one. But if you don't come in my house trying to bully my child and judge my child and steal from my child, there's the door's right there. Walk out of it, because why are you here? When she first moved in, I told her that in my home we ask permission before we take other people's belongings. So I was pretty annoyed at it. Girl, I'm annoyed for you. I am so annoyed at Stephanie. I'm annoyed at you. Amelia asked Stephanie to return a shirt that she had taken, and she refused. Said that Amelia didn't need it back because she didn't fit into it. Now you fat shaming people? Get this heathen out my house right now. You're judging people, you're bullying people, you're stealing from people, and now you're fat shaming people. Out with you. Jesus, you just everything. I haven't even finished this post, and I 100%. She's not the asshole. She deserved to be kicked out. Get out. I want to kick her out for you, in the butt. Get out of here. Amelia did gain weight as a result of the pregnancy and breastfeeding. Duh. She was pregnant. Pregnant people gain weight. What, you want them to be anorexic while they're pregnant? Amelia did gain weight as a result of pregnancy and breastfeeding, and it's made her very insecure. And it's not helping that you fat shaming her, Miss Stephanie. It was a shirt she wore pre-baby, and she keeps it so she can use it to motivate herself to lose weight. I told Stephanie to return it immediately and apologize, but she refused. We got into a massive argument that resulted in me packing her bags and calling her mother to come get her. Come get her. What? Get her out my house. What? Exactly. I do not blame you one bit. I'm gonna call your mama. Come get your child. Come get your child before I get your child. Because if I get your child, no. Get out my house. It's ridiculous. Everyone in the family is bombarding me with phone calls, calling me the asshole for kicking her out. I fear I may have been too extreme and could have tried to sort it out before it got bad. Am I the asshole? No, sweetie, you're not the asshole. She's an asshole. Cause what the hell is wrong with her? Like, you come into somebody else's house in which they let you stay for free. You ain't paying no rent here. You're free. It's free. Why are you coming to somebody else's house, harassing their children, stealing from their children, just causing chaos? And you get out of my house. I do not blame you one bit, because she was literally came in there just being chaotic. And you were letting her stay there for free. I mean, like, why are you causing all this for what? For what? You doing all this for what? Like, you literally just being a bitch to your cousin. And, like, what? She didn't do anything because she had a child. Only because she is a teen mom. You're doing all this. Anyway. No, you are not the asshole, man. But let's get into some of these comments. First comment, which is from an asshole aficionado. So your freeloading niece comes into your rent-free home, again, rent-free, bullies your daughter, steals her things, and your family thinks you're the bad guy for packing her bags. Because I would not have even packed her bags. I would have threw her out the house and just threw her bags at her. Get out of here. I don't understand how her family is saying that she's an asshole. She literally, that's exactly what I was saying. She came into her house, bullied her daughter, stole from her daughter, pretty much was just an entire asshole. And the family's mad at you for kicking her out? People don't be making sense to me at all. I'm all for taking care of family, but not all blood is family. Just because you're my blood does not mean that you get a free pass to just do whatever the hell you want to me. That's not how it works. Family, no. Just because you're family doesn't mean you get to act like this and then play fucking victim. You're not the victim. You're not. Okay, here's a good question. Why did the niece need to move out of her mother's house only to move in with her aunt? Niece is a little asshole, and I don't blame OP for throwing her out. She can go back home to her mother and be disrespectful there. Exactly. So clearly, maybe not clearly, but I want to know why did she move out of the house with her mom and move in with her aunt? Like, did her mama not want her there? Because I wouldn't want her there acting like that, because she probably was being an asshole to her mama too. She clearly ain't got no respect for nobody. Like, ma'am, I'll let you stay here rent free and you gonna disrespect my child? Not at all. Not at all. My child is my whole world. Like, one thing you not gonna do is disrespect my child or do anything harmful to my child in any way. Not at all. No. People really be out here having the audacity. The audacity. Oh, so someone says, I wonder what is OP's sister saying about her and her daughter behind OP's back, because niece has no respect for OP and her daughter and is very shitty person. Is a very shitty person. Or she picked up some things from her mom. That's true. Like, not to say she can't have her own thoughts and things, but if she's talking this way about, like, oh, her being a teen mom, clearly somebody else is probably saying some stuff too. That's probably why they probably, all of them who are calling you an asshole for kicking this woman, 19-year-old woman out of your house for being an asshole to your child, they're probably talking shit behind your back too about you and your child, about what you're doing for your child, and about your child being a teen mom. I guarantee you they're talking shit behind your back. So we're going to deem this, like everybody else, not the asshole. You're not the asshole. She got what she deserved. Get out my house. No. So that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed the stories or my commentary, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to Chaotic Commentary. Peace.